morning, guys. So I am about to start to assemble the dress together. I always do a dry fitting. So what I wind up doing, I found some tulle. Y'all can see it under there. Found some tulle fabric that I had laying around, and I put a little tulle under there. And remember I told you a lot of my dresses that I'm making for my portfolio will be more like sample style, because in order to know how to make something, you have to create it in order to know how to make it. So to make this dress to the way that I will want it, very full, with all the different pleats, with the crinoline in here and the boning and all that. This right here is like 10 yards. So I would say, to be on the safe side, to be able to get the dress the way that I would want it. Now I see why when they be making a lot of those dresses for the gala and stuff like that, they be having 50 to 60 yards of fabric when they making big dresses like this. So I decided that because these is just the samples, meaning a lot of these dresses, you know, the outer piece is, you know, assembled to the T, but meaning like the lining and a lot of that stuff, like because they're sample dresses, I probably will skip some of those processes, because it's like it's a sample dress, it's not made. And then, you know, when you buying materials like that, it takes a lot. So I am going to revisit this dress, but I want to do this, and when I go and get 50 to 60 yards, I want to make it in a wedding dress, and then I would assemble that to the T. So now I know what it takes to make these dresses, the amount of fabric that it takes, and the volume. So all of the stuff behind the scenes that I would need to create this dress. So when I revisit it, I'll do it again. But I'm going to leave this one like this. So say, for instance, if it's a wedding or a dinner or something like that, with this not being a whole lot of volume, I can wear this and not feel uncomfortable, because the amount of fabric that's going to be on that dress, if it's not a wedding dress or something like that, you won't want to run around just going to an event carrying all that weight. So if I'm making it in a wedding dress, then of course it's going to have volumes, lots of volume. So I normally see those double pleated dresses with them huge pleats and panels, and I don't even got it pleated right. I just got two pleats right here, and I just got it kind of in the back. So I'm finna gather it together the correct way. So I just added some tulle under here. So when I do it again, I'll do it in volumes, and I'll do the 50 to 60 yards in a wedding dress. I'm not gonna buy more of this fabric and do it to this, because this is a sample dress, and I was just brainstorming. I'm like, you know what, you got about 10 yards of that African fabric left. How about you start the process with that? So if you see the little pleats and different things like that, and it's not even pleated right because I got it pinned with a safety pin and stuff, but my main goal was to get into the corset and see, because now that I've lost weight, my dressmaking mannequin is a little bit bigger than me. So a lot of times I have to take in the waist, because I be getting bulging right here. So I'm like, what I realize is the tighter I pull the corset, the better off that it'll be. So I just want to give y'all the dry fitting. I'm assemble this together so y'all can see. A lot of times we see it on the mannequin. You want to see what it looks like on. I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not going to go through all the stuff. So when you're doing this, they have boning, they have crinoline, they have horsehair, you know, the lining. So they have all of these fabrics. So I'm like, if you're going to do that, you're just counting the outer layers. You didn't even factor in the lining. So when I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm counting, but I'm not counting in everything that it takes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull the plug and leave it like this, and leave it just as a base special occasion dress. So if I was going to a wedding or event, I can wear this and not carry that massive load of fabric. I won't do it in a traditional dress like this, that's somewhere you could just wear it to a gathering, but I will revisit that dress and have that 50 to 60 yards in a dress, but it'll be in a wedding dress. So, you know, when you're doing that, you got to double it because you also need the lining. So if you're buying 50 yards of the fabric to do this, you need 50 yards of the lining, you know. So then I need 50 yards of or more of the horsehair because they layer it. So each layer, they probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They might have 5 layers of horsehair. So that really make these pleats be in volume. So you see, like if I had all the right stuff, these pleats will sit out, you know, massive. So the dress will be kind of like that. These pleats will make it massive. The dress will be massive with these pleats and different things like that and the crinoline. So I say, you know what? I'm not going to do that. So I like to show y'all what, and then this it's just pinned on here. I'm going to add horsehair to here to make this be more volume. I wonder if I want it off the sleeve like this. Well, actually, if I do it like that, you could pop it off the sleeve because you could pull it up or pull it down. Either or. So, alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to put this together and leave it. I'm not going to keep going because, yeah, the math on that, when I just sat back, I'm like, yeah, you're just talking about the outer shell. You're not even considering the inner shell. And once you go to put all of that hardware and that scratchy stuff, then with it being against your body, you know, that it can be itchy. Yeah, but, you know, tulle is not, this soft tulle is not irritating, itchy. But, yeah, I'm just going to put it together like this. And I'll leave it. So if I go to an event, I can wear this and not feel overwhelmed and like I'm carrying a bunch of groceries in the house. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy Thursday. Toodles.